This is Shyam Global Radio in partnership with Timber Media, Podcasters for India Inc.
You know, one of the biggest tenets of the D&I priority today is seeing everybody. Context is everything, stories are everything, and it's really important to acknowledge every person for who they are, what they're going through, and seeing them, right? Hello, everyone. You're catching me, Ahalya, on another edition of Shyam Global Radio. And today we're going to be talking about that concept of seeing, of visibility. Given today's popular hybrid work environment, the challenge of employee visibility is a real one, which is why we're going to be discussing the different ways in which we can navigate this challenge and overcome it. As the world continues to adapt to the changes brought about by the pandemic, hybrid work has emerged as a popular model for organizations looking to balance the benefits of remote work with the advantages of in-person collaboration. Hybrid work involves a combination of remote and in-office work, which presents unique challenges for maintaining employee visibility. Now, before we go any further, for those of you unfamiliar with the term, it might just seem like another confusing new phrase, but it really is exactly what it sounds like: the visibility of an employee in the workplace. But right now, we're living in a time of flux. So the definition of employee visibility continues to evolve and be redefined thanks to remote and hybrid workplace models. By that, I mean in terms of employees being recognized and feeling included in relevant organizational initiatives and decisions. So in this podcast, we're going to examine some of the challenges of employee visibility in a hybrid work environment, the importance of maintaining visibility, strategies for improving employee visibility, and a few recommendations for managing visibility in a hybrid work model. So let's get a little cozy with the phenomenon of employee visibility in hybrid work. Now, the hybrid work model allows employees to work remotely for a portion of the week and come into the office for the remainder. However, hybrid work models present challenges for maintaining employee visibility, which is crucial for effective collaboration and communication. Employee visibility refers to the ability of managers and colleagues to see and interact with employees. In a traditional office environment, employees are visible to their managers and colleagues, making it easier to build relationships and collaborate effectively. However, a hybrid work model by its very nature makes it challenging to maintain visibility because employees may only see their colleagues and managers in person a few times a week, making it difficult to build and maintain any meaningful workplace relationships. The lack of personal connect can mean that some colleagues may work without necessarily feeling involved in any sort of common goal or purpose. This could, in some cases, even lead to lack of empathy or appreciation for each individual's challenges, something we took for granted in the old way of working. Because in the past, if we saw a colleague struggle, we simply asked how could we help and how we could help and would chip in any way we could. One expert writing in Harvard Business Review explained, and I quote, "When implementing new policies and social norms for visibility, it's critical to avoid blanket solutions that might be perceived as being overreaching or unaccommodating for the various people involved, thus eroding trust. Senior leaders need visibility to ensure strategic alignment, effective cross-collaboration, and coordination across the organization. Mid-level managers, on the other hand, need more granular visibility. These leaders are uniquely positioned to support the productivity of teams and individual direct reports by coaching them through issues such as distractions, collaboration fatigue, daily routines, and break practices. They are also responsible for identifying training opportunities, matching employees' capacities and capabilities to the optimal tasks and roles, and managing bandwidth and utilization levels. You see, individual employees also have visibility needs that are challenged by the transition to remote or flexible work. For example, just the simple lack of body language cues when having a conversation with a colleague changes what is understood and what isn't. And that brings me to the other challenge of maintaining employee visibility in a hybrid work environment, which only increases the potential for employees to feel isolated. When employees work remotely, they may feel disconnected from their colleagues and the organization as a whole. This can lead to a lower engagement and productivity for several employees, making it essential to find ways to maintain employee visibility. But you might be inclined to think the hybrid work model brings with it so many other problems. Is this one really top of our list? Well, maintaining employee visibility in a hybrid work model is more important now than ever. With a hybrid work model, it's essential to find ways to maintain this visibility to ensure that employees feel connected and engaged with the organization. When employees feel connected and engaged, they're more likely to be productive and contribute to the success of the organization. We know the phrase, and I quote, the sum of the parts. Well, in a hybrid work environment, the parts may not always feel like they belong to the whole, as it were. That's why visibility becomes important. Crucial, even. Maintaining visibility helps foster a sense of community within the organization. When employees feel like they're a part of a community that they belong to, they're more likely to be engaged and committed to the organization's goals on a daily basis. So now we've looked at why it's important, but how do we go about implementing this important thing? Well, there are a few strategies that you can have up your sleeve. To improve employee visibility in a hybrid work environment, organizations can adopt several strategies. Once your organization has mapped out the kinds of visibility all the stakeholders in your company require or benefit from, it becomes easier to work backwards to determine what kinds of data will be needed. For example, data on total work time, number of context switches, and collaboration tool usage, unquote, as HBR recommends, can help avoid scrutinizing every minute of an employee's time in a way that erodes trust or violates their privacy. One effective strategy is to establish regular check-ins between managers and employees. Regular check-ins help maintain communication and ensure that employees feel connected to the organization. Organizations can also encourage employees to participate in virtual meetings and events. Such meetings and events can help build relationships and foster collaboration among employees, regardless of their location. In fact, we tend to underestimate the effectiveness of feeling empowered to express an opinion over video or even audio calls. Another effective strategy is to establish clear expectations for communication and collaboration. By setting clear expectations, employees will know what is expected of them and can work to meet, maybe even exceed, those expectations. Clarity of goals can help employees feel like they can accomplish and be seen and heard for their achievements. And interestingly enough, there are some tools and technologies available to enhance employee visibility. In fact, technology, as in any other area, can play a crucial role in enhancing this visibility. One effective tool for increasing employee visibility is obviously video conferencing. It allows the people of an organization to have face-to-face interactions regardless of location. It can also help improve communication and collaboration if the managing of these meetings is done in an efficient manner so as to agree on outcomes, action points, and deliverables. Yet another effective tool is project management software. Such software allows managers and employees to track progress and collaborate on projects, ensuring that the all-important result remains high priority while ironing out any inefficiencies. This can help improve visibility throughout the tenure of any project and make sure that employees are working effectively towards the organization's goals. Like with anything, there are a few best practices that we need to follow to manage employee visibility in the hybrid work model. Organizations need to establish clear communication channels and expectations if they want to effectively manage employee visibility in the hybrid work model. It's vital, honestly. As we've mentioned earlier, managers should regularly check in with employees to ensure that they're engaged and productive. Organizations should also promote visibility by encouraging employees to participate in virtual meetings and events. What's the most effective way to do this, you're wondering? Well, that would be establishing a culture of trust and flexibility. Managers need to trust their employees to work effectively, and organizations should also be flexible in allowing employees to work from home when necessary to promote work-life balance. An employee who feels trusted and valued will reward their manager and organization with excellence in the workplace. This isn't rocket science, but it can get lost in the daily grind. And yet, we've all been through phases where we experience the benefits of that trust and value. Another concern is the potential for decreased productivity. This is, of course, directly related to the trust we just spoke of. To address this concern, organizations should establish clear expectations for communication and collaboration and regularly check in with employees to ensure that they are engaged and productive. And finally, we draw the link between employee productivity and performance in a hybrid work environment. Measuring employee productivity and performance in a hybrid work environment can definitely be challenging. That said, it is essential to ensure that employees are engaged and productive. To this end, managers and HR departments have to ensure that they regularly engage employees and use project management software to track progress and measure productivity. Regular performance reviews can also help in providing feedback and ensuring that employees are meeting expectations. While data is important, trust is key, as is the belief that you're valued. Company leadership must take action based on the data they collect. Therefore, collaborating with managers and employees to identify opportunities for continuous improvement goes a long way in creating great outcomes for employees as well as the organization. Feedback loops that integrate employee reactions, business outcomes, and input from other leaders and experts will ensure that your organization never grows complacent. And I think we can all agree on the fact that a non-complacent organization is a great one. With all of those tips and tricks up your sleeve, you will be well on your way to ensuring good employee visibility within the hybrid work model. I'm sure that gave you a lot of food for thought, so take it all in for now. I will catch you on the other side with another edition of SHRM Global Radio very, very soon. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay happy. Adios.
This is SHRM Global Radio in partnership with Timber Media, Podcasters for India, Inc.